Hi everyone, thank you for joining Outdoor Dad 1 for another gun review. Tonight we've got a very nice Beretta 694 TSK fully adjustable. And my friend Mick has let me have a look at it and we've been shooting it tonight and here it is. So yes, we've already reviewed the 694, but this is the fully adjustable TSK version. TSK working with Beretta, Italian firm. Obviously they are endorsed by Beretta, so you can be sure that it's a quality product and they've put their name to it, then we know that it's going to be a good thing. And here she is. So we've got as chokes, we've obviously got 5 chokes, 2 in the gun. We've got another 3 here in these lovely little Beretta cases. We've also got a screwdriver to adjust the adjustable trigger, and we've got some of the spacers to adjust the comb and some other parts for the TSK system. The trusty Beretta oil and a couple of snap caps. And there she is. I really like the blue anodizing. I think the blue anodizing obviously matches the highlighted blue on the action of the 694. This particular gun has got 30-inch barrels, and she's weighing in at nearly exactly 9 pounds. Has got quite a bit of weight in the stock on this gun, and it is a little bit stock heavy. You can take the weights out and adjust them. I think over time Mick will be able to zero this gun in where he wants it. So the TSK Beretta. Yeah, we'll get out up Buxton and have a shot with it and get this together.
Okay.
So we've got the Beretta 694 TSK, fully adjustable. So we're going to have a shot with it. We've just been having a look at it for my friend Mick. We've just adjusted it a bit for him. It's a bit of a different shape for me, but I think we got it where he likes it. So I'm just going to shoot it how we've got it set up for him. But it'll be interesting just to see how it feels, and might get my mate John just to have a go. But yeah, we'll give it a shot. Oh! Feels different. Oh! No, way in front of that. I shoot it in a different way. Oh! Take a bit getting used to.
Squeeze my face into this bad boy. Oh! It's got a bit more recoil than mine.
Yeah.
It's like it's not absorbing it as much.
I thought it's supposed to do with it having that thing in it.
No, you can get a shocker one. You can get one that does absorb. So they are known to kick a little bit more than a wooden one.
There's no wood to absorb it, is there?
No.
Yeah. No, I noticed that then.
Because obviously with you shooting your 694.
Yeah. No, definitely felt some more recoil.
Yeah.
Might be because it doesn't fit me very well.
No. Can I have them as a pair, Johnny?
A pair?
Yeah, please. Oh! Oh! Let me get me a little quicker. Oh! Can I have them as a pair?
A pair?
Yeah, please. Oh! What have we got? The incomer.
An incomer off the back there, and quite an easy one from down there, right to left.
Pull! Yeah, the recoils, it's not jumping, but it's like a harsher. No. Pull! There we go. I think it's just a bit of getting used to as well, you know. It's about the 80th gun that I've shot, I think, this year. Pull! Funny, that one doesn't need much lead, does it? Yeah, it's a slightly different sensation in the recoil. It's not excessive, it's just ever so slightly, I'd say a little bit sharper, but it's not got flid or anything, and that might change if it was adjusted to me. But yeah, I've had a look at it and just helped Mick set it up a bit for him, and it's quite self-explanatory really, I suppose, but obviously recommend that you probably go to a stock fitter and get them to have a look at you. You could go with this and then get this set up something like, and then I think really leave it to how they've asked you to shoot it. You know, do quite a few shoots, give it a month, make sure that it's either working or not working, go back and just get them to tweak it how you think you might want it adjusted. A lot of these stock fitters are at shooting grounds now. I think Eaton Hall have got a stock fitter, a stock maker, gun maker, and they could help Mick adjust this, I think, the way he wants it. And that's basically, the advantages are you can adjust it all. Obviously this isn't adjusted for me, but I'm enjoying shooting it. And the 694 Beretta is a fantastic platform. And if you are, Mick's about 6'4", he's quite a large chap. If you are not as Mr. Average, then it's worth getting and getting your gun fit. Gun fit is important. There's a lot to it, more than I know. But yeah, I think if your gun fits you, you stand more of a chance. Oh! There we go. I think it's just a bit of getting used to as well, you know. About the 80th gun that I've shot, I think, this year. Oh! Funny, that one doesn't need much lead, does it? Yeah, always a quality product. Obviously TSK, backed by Beretta, and if Beretta have given it their blessing, you can guarantee that they are 100% sure that they're not going to get any comebacks, and it's a quality product. And the Beretta is a quality product. Like we see, John shoots one really well. Yeah, it's a nice looking thing, and to be honest, as a competition gun, it wouldn't bother me. I think it looks perfectly fine. I wouldn't bat an eyelid at it. Now, on a driven day, I think, yeah, I mean, I wouldn't bother on a driven day if you was taking your measurements off it and having a new Beretta, then I think that's fine. But yeah, it's a nice thing, it's a quality item, the anodizing, the machine, top notch. Yeah, I think Mickle's got a nice gun, he'll enjoy shooting this. So we've obviously got this hard case, 2 flight locks on it. We've got Beretta 694 logo here. We've got the book of words. World records, fully adjustable. Some TSK stickers. Always read the manual, think safety. And the warranty paperwork. Yep. And like the Negrini case instructions on how to set your locks. So they're nicely tucked away there in the case. Always well worth keeping hold of all these things. People like that if ever you're resale. We've got choke key, and we've also got the 2 Allen keys for adjusting the TSK stock. We'll tuck them back in there. Not sure that's where they live, but that's where Mick said them. We'll have them back in there. Yeah. Yeah, so yeah, let's clip it together, eh? Get this box out of the way and we can have a proper look at it. Always nicely built, the Berettas. There we go. Yeah, so as you can see, it's a hard case with the 2 locks, the Beretta oil, screwdrivers, spacers, and 5 chokes. Be able to put that back underneath your bed once you've finished. Never to be seen again. Always go together really nice. There we go. And there we have it. The Beretta 694 TSK fully adjustable. They're a nice gun, these, as we know. Obviously very popular, people shooting them very well. And yeah, I should think that this will be just as good. So I've had a shot with it tonight, and the owner of the gun has been out, shot a registered shoot, and shot a very good score. And then he's had a bit of a mess around with it. And yeah, I think maybe got a little lost with it. So we've been up to Cold Springs Farm at Buxton for a practice. And I've just helped him adjust it back to something like he was shooting at weekend. So I think these are a really good thing. If you are not average, if you're very tall, if you're a different shape than average, obviously a mass-produced gun has got to be able to be shot by most people. So it has to fit within certain, I suppose, normal constraints. The beauty of this TSK is it can be adjusted every single which way you want. So this gun in particular, it's got some weight that's sitting here. So it's got weights in there that you can add and subtract. We've got the spacers. You can also, I believe, get different height towers. So if this cone doesn't raise high enough for you, we can get higher towers. And then obviously the adjustment, we can alter the length of pull. This is the chap who shoots this is about 6'4". So it's extended quite a long way out. Yeah, and we can see all the individual adjustments. Here, and it'll be very nicely done. Yeah, the finishing on the aluminium, really nice. And he's bought this gun second hand, and it's tight as a drum. It's done very little. The checkering's really nice on the Berettas. I have to say the finish on the rib is really nice. You know, it's never too sharp. It's really nice, that. I think it's something that Beretta have got nailed. And I know on their new 694, they've even put as a tram line in, which is nice. Yeah. So the TSK stock, now then, pistol grips. This has got a palm swell. And I believe that it comes in 4 size options from extra small to large. So you've got extra small, small, medium and large. So that's something that you probably want to look into before you order or acquire your TSK stock. I think this is not a cheap part, obviously. It has to be machined to fit the 694 action. Yeah, and then obviously it's infinitely adjustable. Now, I suppose, who does this going to appeal to, I suppose, is the question. I think someone probably who is outside of average build, whether you're tall or anything like that. If you struggle with your normal gun fit, then this is a great thing. Now, I have to say, with one of these, my advice would to be have lessons, have your instructor help set it up, or a stock maker. There's plenty of stock makers about now. Really, you need someone who is fitting guns to people all the time, I would say, to get the most out of this. And I think, I wouldn't say it was for a more experienced gun. I think if you were wanting a gun that fitted you and you wasn't a messer and you'd just try it, use it for a month or two, small adjustment, get everything tweaked where you want it. You want to take gun fit out of the equation, then I suppose you can do it on this. But like I say, I think that to get the most out of this, some professional help with your stock fitting. And, that stock fitter or one of the very experienced members of staff in a gun room. The men and women in the gun rooms, they're dealing with people all the time, and they can help you set it up. My advice would be not to go wild. Always make sure you've taken a note of where things were before you moved them. Obviously, we have good days and bad days, and not to do like a knee-jerk adjustment. But as far as the gun goes, this is absolutely stunning quality. It'll last a lifetime. Obviously, I'm sure you get a warranty. Tried and tested. Lovely finish on the barrels. Lovely checkering. Nice action. Ejectors. Fantastic. 4.5 pound trigger pulls. I've done the triggers on it. Trigger brakes are really nice. Like I say, we covered these things in the 694 review before. Safety catch and top lever. I do like the shape of the top lever. It's really nice. But yeah, this TSK stock. So we had a little bit of a mess around with it, and we got it shooting a lot better. Now, I did notice when we were shooting it, and I'm like being really sort of, picky, which is the whole point of a review, I suppose. Like ever so slightly sharper recoil. Not muzzle flip, not misbehaving anyway like that or knocking you about. But obviously, I think with the aluminium parts rather than wood, I think it obviously transmits its energy ever so slightly different. Just a small, ever so small noticeable thing. My friend John he shoots one of these. Not a TSK, but a 694 all the time. So he had a little shot because I wanted his opinion on what he thought. He felt the same thing. It's, just ever such a slight thing. And I suppose, as you'd hope, it handles just like a normal 694 Beretta, really. But you've got all the adjustment. This is a 30-inch one. And it's got the weights fitting here. And you can get different spaces and adjust this to make it adjust even more. You can even get a recoil absorbing version that they also sell at TSK for the Beretta. But yeah, it's just a little bit rear heavy on the balance point. I'd probably take a little bit of the weight out. You can get different types of weights. Yeah, this is obviously set up for me. But, no. It's a grand gun, really, I suppose. I think, ultimately, gun fit wise, it's very easy to start fiddling, and this gun, it just wants setting up, shooting, not just one score, not just one outing. Get a couple of outings. Maybe you don't feel you don't need to. You might think, oh, just a little bit of a cast on the toe. You can alter the pitch, which I think really good. I think, you know, these sort of adjustments back here, down on the toe, and being able to move the pad to fit the pocket is like a real thing, I suppose, that's, I wouldn't say unachievable, but very difficult for a manufacturer who wants to appeal to more people to do. So, and I suppose in some ways, this isn't a cheap gun, but if you're going to start messing around, having different recoil pads on, having a adjustable cone fitted, you've got everything here. It's all adjusted. Now, like I say, I think the sensible thing to do, turn it round the other way so we can see where the adjusters are. The sensible thing to do with this is small increments of change. I think it'd be very hard to do on your own. Start off with your gun that you probably already shoot with. You know, I think if you've been shooting 12 months, the problem is with gun fit is really, it's all about your mount. So you've got to have a consistent mount. So when you're starting off, would you buy this as a first gun? Like I say, depends on the shape of you. Like I say, if you're a little bit different, then yes. But say you've been shooting 2 years, you've got a consistent mount, and you buy this gun, I think you can have it set, have some lessons with it. Let the person watch you shoot it who you're having lessons with. You know, probably from your gun shop. And they can go out, they can see you shoot, you can get it sort of where you want it, shoot it a couple of times. I think we could tweak this here and there, get them to help you, and eventually you get it dialed in. And then when you get it dialed in, you leave it exactly where it is. And you'll have good days and bad days, and but you'll know, ultimately, you've got every base covered when it comes to adjustment. And it shoots really nice. I think it's quite a good looking thing. I mean, to shoot to sporting clays, it's fantastic. Yeah, so thank you very much for joining me. And we're at the game fair, I think, next. So don't forget to like and subscribe and tune in to the next video. Thanks for joining Outdoor Dad 1. We'll see you all again soon.